Hello and welcome to another makeup tutorial by me, Keira. This week I'm going to be showing you how to do Klingon Ridges. I'm going to be doing the sort of subdued ridges a la B'Elanna Torres because she's who I cosplay most. But if you wanted to do more dramatic Klingon Ridges for a full Klingon or just different type of Klingon, then just take what I show you today and amplify it, and then it will be like a full Klingon. So here we go. You'll see that I've already done like a base of makeup, which is like the standard makeup that I do for every cosplay basically, which is like a foundation, a subtle contour, eyebrows, eyeshadow, mascara and lips. And I'm going to start with this thin little brush, which is an eyebrow brush, and an eyebrow pomade, whatever you want to call it. And for B'Elanna, her ridges start sort of in the middle of her eyebrows and they come up above here. And they sort of like taper out towards the end here. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect because they're going to get sort of blended anyway. I like using the eyebrow brush because you get quite clean lines, which gives you a good base to start with, even if you do blend it out later to change the shape. So you can start with quite a heavy line when you first dip it in, and then you can sort of smudge the underneath, which creates the sort of shadow that you're looking for. So there's the bottom ridge. I think this one's a little bit lower. You can just add on to it until they're like an even shape. And not every Klingon will have ridges that meet in the middle. Some of them do. B'Elanna does, and hers actually comes down a little bit down her nose into like a point here. But you can really just go wild with that bit because some of them have like ridges on their nose too, similar to the Bajoran nose, which I showed you last time. So you can really just add as much as you want around this area, depending on who you're trying to look like. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and do all the rest of the ridges and I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Now I've done the 3 ridges and this little vertical ridge that B'Elanna has in the later seasons of Voyager. I'm going to go in with some concealer. I use this one from The Ordinary, and I'm going to use a thin brush, or you can use like a toothpick or whatever to get a really tiny thin line just above the ridges, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So now you can see I've just done these tiny little bits of concealer just above the ridges, which just adds a little highlight above where you've put the shadow. So that's what it looks like, and it's not difficult really. I don't know what Stu was on about last week. It's really easy. You just need to have the right brushes, I guess, to be able to pull it off. But yeah, once you've done all that, you're finished, and you can set it with powder if you want to, but I don't tend to bother because I just put it on for like TikTok and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I do my Klingon Ridges, and I'd love to see what you guys do, so feel free to tweet me your version of it at Lieutenant Keira on Twitter, or tweet it to Stu. He'll tell you what his Twitter is, and we'll have a look, and if they're really good, maybe we can show it on Star Trek Sundays next week. Bye!